Alright, so here's a new swing. We actually had this old A-frame here, which I just cut down because it was a lot taller. And the original swing did not take up the width between the legs here as good as it should have. The other swing was a lot smaller, so it was kind of overkill for the this A-frame was kind of overkill for the swing that was in here originally. Well, it ended up rotting, so I decided to go ahead and rebuild this. So here we have just some pine 1x6s and 1x4s or 1x5s. I put a brace in the rear here, as you can tell. I put a 2x4 along the back down here, angled it so it connected with the main frame, the 2x4 down here. And then used 1x6s along the back here. For the bottom here, they're 1x5s, which I went ahead and used that. I figured, a few of them would take up enough room on the back of your legs where it wasn't too uncomfortable for the backs of your knees on the edge here. Other than that, the only other thing, I ended up replacing all of the main part of the frames that went across for the width. I actually reused these aren't chainstays, these armrests over here. It's actually the original piece. I ended up having to cut another piece to run up here in order to give these some support, obviously on both sides. And I just got done making this today. This is my custom cup holder. That way I put a dowel rod hinge in here, so that way you're actually able to open it up and clean it out if you need to. There's a couple dowel rods right here to keep it propped up, so whenever you have some cups or something sitting in here, then that way there's some space in there if you end up spilling something, or it's a little deeper, so that way your cups don't tip over. What I did here was I took an aluminum dowel rod. I made my own little cotter pin here. Let's see if I can get this off with one hand. There we go. Alright, so here's my cotter pin. I was going to use this piece because it's like a cap for that, but I don't think I'm going to. Anyway, so all that does is pull up and then pull forward, because I have this other pin right here that's locked in place with a screw, as you can tell, and then in the back of the 2x4 right in here, there's another hole that lines that pin up. So obviously I have a hole here which I need to hit with some sealant so it doesn't rot. But yeah, pretty straightforward. It didn't take me too long to design. So you just line this pin up in the rear, and then just kind of tap it back in and line this up, push it down, and then put your cotter pin in. So, it's kind of hard to see right now, but there we go. And that just hides down underneath. You can't really even tell it's there. So like I said, yeah, there you go. A nice, pretty simple cup holder. Goes along with the swing nicely. That's my custom built swing for the backyard. It was a nice little project and fun. So other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.